Good morning, boys and girls. It's Wednesday. It's a wonderful day, and it is also National Waffle Day. I mean, what better thing to have on a Wednesday but to be having a wonderful waffle? So I brought to you today Bisquick. That's how I make my waffles. It's also how I make my pancakes. So right on the back of the box is an actual recipe telling you what you would need to make waffles. And the only extra thing that I add to that recipe is vanilla and cinnamon. I told you last week that I add cinnamon to just about everything. Just gives it that extra like sweetness pop that I super, super love. And the kids love it too, which is why we put it in just about everything. I even put it in my coffee sometimes. Kind of weird, right? So anyway, here's the recipe. Now, my waffle maker is round, so these are square waffles. My waffle maker is round, so we have like the same look, just that they're round, and they have the four pieces that are like the rounded triangle. The kids love them. Before we start writing today, I actually want you to do a little brainstorming, like when we're in the classroom when we do a type 1, and we, like get our background knowledge ready, and we start thinking about all the things that we could possibly write about and the things that we already know about the topic. So on the top of your paper, I just want you to write the word waffles, and then I want you to brainstorm for like 2 minutes. Put me on pause and come back once you have a list of things that you know about waffles. Okay, so I've already done mine. So when you get me off pause, you'll be able to see my list. My list that I know about waffles is that they are delicious with ice cream, that you can eat them at carnivals, you can sprinkle them with confectionery sugar, drizzle them with syrup. They're great for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. They're square around, and they're light and fluffy. All right, so here's my list if you want to see it a little bit closer. And right down here at the bottom, I started my writing for you. I know that when I start writing sometimes that it gets hard to see. So today I'm just showing you my introductory sentence, reminding you to put your dates, to indent that first space, have your introduction. This is where all my juicy, juicy details about waffles is going to go. And then we'll have a conclusion at the bottom. So we'll have that full paragraph full of really good stuff about waffles. Okay, so I'm going to read mine to you without actually showing it to you today. See what you think. If you'd rather see mine, let me know, and I can definitely come back to that tomorrow. Okay? All right, so today is National Waffle Day. My family loves waffles. Everything about them. If you ask them what they want for breakfast, it's usually pancakes or waffles. If you ask them what they want for lunch, it's usually pancakes or waffles made into a sandwich. If you ask them what they want for dinner, they want breakfast for dinner, and they want waffles or pancakes and sausage and bacon and eggs and all that stuff to go with it. And if you ask them what they want for dessert, well, first they're going to ask if we have Klondike bars, which I don't know if you've all eaten Klondike bars, but Klondike bars are a square, so they fit perfectly inside of a waffle. They're square, and they like the vanilla ones, coated in dark chocolate. And then you warm up your waffles, and it melts the ice cream just a little bit, and you have a perfect ice cream sandwich made with a waffle. My nephews, Luke and Finnegan, and Caleb loved them ever since they were little, and now also the Smith kids love them as well. So waffles are a huge hit in our house. Anyway, we love to drizzle them with syrup. Mr. Smith prefers to use pure maple syrup, and the kids like Aunt Jemima. So which one do you like in your house? I prefer this one. The kids prefer this one. I used to prefer Aunt Jemima when I was a kid, but now that I try to eat a little bit healthier, I eat the pure maple syrup. Anyway, boys and girls, when you're doing your writing today, remember that you need to have that introductory sentence. You need to have a complete paragraph full of lots of juicy details about your waffles, and then your conclusion sentence. Hopefully you can enjoy some waffles today. We're going to have a lot of fun learning today. I'll be back with math as well as reading of Ivan today. It's going to be a spectacular day. We have a faculty meeting today online, so I'm going to get to see Mr. Isselman, Mrs. Whitney, Mrs. DiCamillo, and Mrs. Fazig all up on my screen, and we can chit-chat together, so I'm super, super, super excited for that. I miss them. They're like my family, and I haven't seen them in a while. So, boys and girls, until later, have a wonderful rest of the morning.